And if he make an attempt, he will die. And I'm still repeating the same thing. And I told them that ammunitions have been brought to Nigeria illegally. And they are waiting to fight. But I'm asking a question. When a leader that's supposed to lead a fight is no longer there, what will happen to the followers? Because Goliath will fall and Philistines will run. Unless if God is not calling. I'm sent to build the image of Nigeria abroad. That's why I don't put my hands on dirty things. In this country, there's no record of crime against me, and there will be none. People can talk against me, they can say lots of things, but my hands are clean. In Home Affairs, they investigate me. And one of our daughters sitting here right now in the house is part of those who investigate me, and they found nothing. Because everything I did is genuine. I did my paper genuinely. I didn't give to any agent. So all the things that I submitted, I have the copy with my wife here. So if you want to investigate, I give you live and direct. So that's why you see that I can talk without fear. Because I don't have skeleton. Sometimes ago, somebody from somewhere put some things into our account. I return back to sender the way they put it back to the account. Back to sender. Everything, take. If tomorrow they want to investigate, I will call them. Look at it. It was sent back. When we were in the old church, somebody came and said, man of God, we want to do some business with the church. And this how I think the elders are supposed to be there. He said, we want to do some business with the church. We will get the money, but the church will not do the business. But the church will give us a letter and send to them that we have done the business. I said, to hell with that kind of listen, we don't need that kind of money. Because of that, he left the church with every story that I brought to the church and said, bye-bye. We are candidates of eternity. Are you ready? Be bold if you know that your hands are clean. When you need to say the truth, talk. And if you know that your hands are not clean, I beg, padlock your mouth whenever anybody is talking. Because you may dare yourself or no. Are you ready? Sometimes I prophesy, I said I saw somebody in Nigeria, a youth that will lead Nigeria, right? I don't know if you are aware of it. I said, I saw S. Now you mentioned the full name. And because you mentioned the full name, God, yeah. I love Nigeria, I've been praying for Nigeria. Sometimes I go, I say, because they are criticizing my prophecy, I don't want to pray for Nigeria anymore. God said, if you don't pray for Nigeria, then how am I going to reveal more revelation to you? And I went back into prayer. Am I communicating? Yesterday night, I spoke to one of the, how can I put it, the chief elder in Nigeria. Let us go there. And he said, little boy, you are very bold. I said, I'm very bold. Very, very bold. Very bold. No matter how big elephant is, lion cannot be afraid of him. Are you ready? The only thing that man can be afraid of in life is death. And everybody holds death. Then why are you going to be afraid of death? If it is prison, ladies and gentlemen, I have locked myself inside my room for so many days. So there's no difference from the room I locked myself in and the prison you want to take me to. In fact, where I lock myself in my spiritual prison room, there's no food, there's no water there. So the prison where you are taking me to, there is water and there is food. So it's favor. Since Archbishop Idahosa departed from Nigeria, there's no voice again. Every other voice was silent. And we have fathers who is capable to talk. They kill so many people, and there's no one that rises up to talk. No national money. President could not address the nation, address the killing, condemn the killing. And Christians, the saints are dead. They are dying every day, and nobody can talk. Because of what? They are afraid of all the empire they have built for themselves. Empire that they will die today, and tomorrow it will still remain or destroyed by another man. Yeah. If you want to kill my father is old. And if you arrest my father, you make his journey back to eternity very fast. Even though you arrest my father, that doesn't mean I will show up. Unless God says I should show. You kidnap my father today, it's a breakthrough to me. You carry on the responsibility of feeding. Ladies and gentlemen, the future president of Nigeria is here. The same man I prophesied to you that the youth and I saw in Revelation that is going to rule Nigeria is in the house. Join me today as I welcome the future president of Nigeria, Mr. Sowore. Can you make a joyful noise? Yes. Through the hand of this man, God will transform Nigeria. If you agree with me, there's no politician I've ever climbed on this altar. He is the first man. True of us? Because he's approved by God. I will give him 10 minutes to address you, talk to you. We close the service for the second service. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. I don't belong to any party. And I told him my principle. I'm a peaceful man. God bless you. Please, may you have your seat.
It's good afternoon to you, brothers and sisters. I am very excited and at the same time overwhelmed by the reception and introduction of our prophet today. I have traveled around the world and also traveled inside the world. And when I say inside the world, being a Nigerian, living in Nigeria, traveling inside of Nigeria, it's like traveling inside the world. Because Nigeria has everything that can make you marvel, that can make or break you as a person. And inside that nation of Nigeria, a lot of things have been broken. Because it looks very clear that the leaders of Nigeria have a covenant with the devil. They have only one agenda and one agenda only: to bring sorrow, tears, and blood to their people. It has been 58 years since this has been going on. as a young person, 10 years old, on Christmas Eve in 1980, my village was invaded by the police in Nigeria. They call them the kill and go police. There's a mobile unit of the Nigerian police. And they did every unthinkable thing to everybody in that village. And since then, internally, and I would say maybe spiritually, I said to myself, if I ever live beyond that day, I will dedicate my life to the liberation of the Nigerian nation. At that time, I didn't even know that there's a war beyond the village where it was growing up. Today, I have seen the end of the world. I have been everywhere possibly I could possibly be. I've lived 19 years in America, United States of America. But nothing has made me feel like going back to Nigeria to break the yoke free and to make the people of Nigeria walk into freedom. And one day, I woke up and I said, I'll do this. But something keeps pushing me back. Don't do it, Sometimes, like a prophet said, Nigeria is such a difficult place. Even when you want to help, or you feel like you can help, people don't encourage you that very much. They will tell you that their best heroes are the people who are destroying the country. When they call parties, they wear their best dress to go and celebrate with them. When they are passing on the road, they kneel for them. But something tells me that it's time to walk Nigerians onto the path of freedom, prosperity, and progress. And the 198 million people in Nigeria deserve and must know freedom. You see, there are some elders in the country who are sitting on the destiny of Nigerians. And until we remove them, the moment you take one of them out, 1 million Nigerians will blossom. Yes. And if you look at Nigeria, these elders are geolocated. In geography, they are located in different geographies of Nigeria, north, east, west. They have even divided it to south-south, southwest, southeast, northwest, north. Every of those geopolitical zones you find a Nigerian elder who is sitting on the destiny of the entire nation. I'm not lying. And it is time to take them out. Yes. And I'm not afraid. That is why one day I woke up and I got this clip from, which has now gone viral, from the prophet here, mentioning the young Nigerian leader that's coming about. I have to tell you that I'm a very cynical person. I hardly believe anything people tell me because I've seen so many things, heard so many things. But everything that has been happening since we declared about 5 months ago is pointing to that direction that has been prophesied here. But as I said today in the church, I told a short story about the servant of Baghdad. And it's a story of a servant who was sent to buy provision in the market in Baghdad, the current country of Iraq. And when he got there, he couldn't buy the provision because he met a woman who tapped him on the shoulder and said, "How are you?" He looked around, turns out to be Death. And he said, "Death, what did I do to you?" Death smiled and he ran back to his master. The master said, "Where are my provisions?" He said, "No, I couldn't buy your provisions because I saw death inside the market." And he said, "I'm scared. I need to run away from Baghdad. Give me one of your strongest horses." And the master said, "Take this strong horse, go to wherever." He said, "Master, I'm running to SAHARA, another city in Iraq." And the master, after giving him this strong horse, went inside the market and saw Death right in the middle of the market. He said, "What did my servant do to you that you are threatening my servant? They laughed at the servant and said, the master said, where's your servant? I saw him here in the market square in Baghdad. He said, well, my servant has run away. Well, I was surprised to see your servant in Baghdad because I have an appointment with your servant in SAHARA later today. The reason I give you this story is what our politicians are doing and what the prophet is saying. When we are gathering to run them out of town, they are forming political alliances and new parties and cross-carpeting. They are going to SAHARA where they will meet deaths. The death of their greed, the death of their decimation of our destinies, the death of their unity, the death of their wickedness and their oppressive spirit is waiting for them in SAHARA. That's where they have all escaped to now in Nigeria. And we all, though, Nigerians, we must do something. You heard about the story of the Israelites. When it was time for them to become free, some of them were waiting around for bread, leavened bread, to rise, because when you put yeast in flour, it will be rising. And some of them really thought that if they waited and ate, they would have more energy to become. Some of them didn't want to go. Practically in the country of Nigeria today, our politicians are dangling bread in front of our people so that they will not be able to leave Egypt, where Pharaoh has been oppressing them. Practical, physical bread. The naira, they place it inside leavened bread in Nigeria. And after we have this freedom, there will be a celebration of Passover. Yes. At that time, we will no longer be eating that bread that has kept us in captivity. And during that Passover, we'll be eating unleavened bread. The bread that can never enslave us anymore. I don't have much more to say to you than to thank our prophet for making it duty also. And I say it to you because when I met you, you said something to me that everybody has got a duty here on earth. Everybody has got a calling. It doesn't matter in which direction you go. If you have a calling, you'll be directed there. Even if you hide, you'll be moved to your duty position. And I'm urging you Nigerians to move into your position of responsibility and duty. You are about to serve a purpose in the life of the country. And I'm also calling on those of you in Africa to do the same. Move in position with us. Because we're about to experience liberation. Amen. Come with us. Because when we get it right, Africa will get it right. Amen. I have no SABC said they're not going to allow me to interview on their channel. I said SABC is smaller than my platform. Because there's a broadcasting corporation that is bigger than SABC and Metro Radio combined. And that broadcasting corporation is the broadcasting corporation of freedom. Nobody can take our voices away. In fact, sometimes when you sit on a couch in a TV station, you are limiting your reach. I didn't see TV before I heard from Martin Luther King. Yes. I didn't watch television until I was 17 years old. But I heard about Martin Luther King when I was 14 years old. Because that message that is important and prophetic must get to every corner of where it is needed, whether there's television, internet, or not. So, I know my 10 minutes is over. You can take one more minute from me because we're about to express another 10 years of liberty and liberation. We invite you today to Pretoria State Theatre, where we have a town hall meeting. We need your support in every ramification. We need your spiritual and physical support. We need your prayers. Even though sometimes after our prayers have been answered, some of us remain on our knees. And that's the way I see Nigeria today. I think there's no better time to be alive than now in Nigeria. These people I described today have shot themselves in the leg and they are bleeding. But they are hoping that in our complacency, we will not rise against them in their time of weakness and vulnerability. They are vulnerable right now. They are kicking themselves left, right, and center. We must move into that vacuum and take our destinies back. So our event tonight is starting from 3 p.m. And there you can hear more from me. Prophet, I thank you so much for the honor to let me step upon this stage. And just as you have done this for your countrymen and women, your church will continue to blossom. And everyone here who has not experienced political freedom and prosperity will do so. I'm not preaching. It's what Africa deserves. Because this continent of Africa is the richest. And there is no reason why the richest country on earth should have the poorest people. And that is where the liberation of Nigeria next year is leading the continent of Africa. Thank you very much.
I use you guys on your feet. Please.